On today's video, we're going to look at the new Fantastic Four trailer, which has just been released, and it's a teaser trailer, so it's only 1 minute 37 seconds long. I've got no sound on because I don't want to be copyrighted on it. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the Fantastic Four. I started collecting them in the 70s, the comics, and I've collected them right up to about 2015. I think I stopped collecting the Fantastic Four. So let's go through it and see if there's any little secrets I can point out to you. So this looks like the opening of the Baxter Building. There's Sue Storm, Invisible Woman, Mr. Fantastic Reed Richards there. And it's done very 70s. This is apparently an alternative timeline. So yeah, it should be able to fit into the normal Marvel universe, which will probably be a multiple universe crossover, which they kind of have to do. It's kind of a good job they've done that, because she wouldn't be able to put all the stories together. So yep, looks quite good. So Pedro with his grey little side bits, which Reed has. And there's the Baxter Building, which should be set in New York in the comics. Looks quite different than the comic version, but sort of modernized, unmodernized. And there we have Herbie the Robot. Now Herbie the Robot was in the cartoon in the, I think it was the 70s or 80s. Anyway, I did watch it. And Herbie, they wasn't allowed to have the Human Torch in the cartoon because they thought the kids would set themselves on fire and pretend they were the Human Torch. So they took the Human Torch out and they put Herbie the Robot instead of him. And later on he went into the comics, and I'm not going to do any spoilers, but Herbie doesn't turn out to be what you expect him to be in the comics. So cartoon, he was a good guy. Comics, I've kind of hinted there what happens with him. And there's Ben, the Thing. He looks really cool. Different suit. I think it's from Modern Comic, his suit. But it's very sad, but I was looking for the Thing to have his monobrow rock eyebrow. And they've done it really well in this. He looks really good. Herbie looks pretty good as well. And there's a close-up of the Thing there. It looks really cool. I think they've done a pretty much near enough perfect job of him there. So, and if you didn't know, Jack Kirby, and Stanley invented the Fantastic Four, Jack Kirby based the Thing on himself. So there he is, and he should have 4 fingers if I'm correct. Yep, he's got the 4 fingers. There's Herbie there with his little eyes, little data eyes there. Oh, it's like some old camera thing. So that's what I kind of expect the Baxter Building to look like. So that's this July. I didn't realise it was that quick. I just worked on the film, and some of the extras there worked on this film, and they said they had a good time doing it, and they told me a few secrets, but yeah, I won't obviously say anything about that. And there's Reed working out all his mathematics. There's them going into space, which give them their powers. Sue turning invisible. He's got a Thing in his old trilby and his coat, which is very cool. I'll take it that's the Thing there from what I've heard. That's Ben Grimm before he turns into that. And he's got Grimm on his thing, on his spacesuit. So that's Ben Grimm before he turns into that. And he's got his classic sort of trilby and old jacket on there. Very 40s. No, that's not 40s. Invented in the 40s. Very 60s. God, I don't think the Fantastic Four was invented in the 60s, in the 40s. So, yeah, it looks very cool. There is Johnny Storm, Human Torch. He looks really good actually. That's Eddie out of Stranger Things. So he's had all his lovely locks cut off there, and he's now the Human Torch, and he looks quite good as a Johnny, sort of about the right age. And there he is, flaming on. Looks good. It's very good. Going into space, that's Sue using her invisibility powers, and seems to be a lot of overemphasis of women in the Marvel Universe at the moment. And but actually, in the comics, always, well, for quite a long time, the Invisible Woman is one of the strongest superheroes there is, because she could put a invisible bubble inside your brain and just expand it and blow it up. So yeah, she's up there with one of the hardest superheroes. But see what they do with her here. There's Johnny gone into space and his flames gone out. That I'm expecting, I know what that is. That's a go back there. That's a homage to the old masks that were brought out, Halloween masks in the, I'm sure someone can correct me, I think it's the 60s or 70s, but I remember these sort of masks used to be everywhere. Plastic things, not many of them survives, and really cool t-shirt, but that's great they've done that with the masks. Some sort of fantastic car there, and it's great to see all the old New York skyline, the water towers, which all the Marvel artists used to look out the windows in the 60s and draw the skyline. So you get all the old buildings and all the rooftops, which all Spider-Man and Daredevil and Fantastic Four used to go over. So that's really good they've done it like that. Thing running. That is John Malkovich. I think he's playing the Red Ghost in it. I'm not too sure. Could be that, could be the Mole Man. But I think he looks like he's playing the Red Ghost, which looks like the comic character, which is a villain, and he controls these strange monkey things. So not sure. It's either that or Mole Man. It's not Doctor Doom, so. And that shadow there, if you're a superhero fan, you know who that's going to be. And we have got Galactus, and he looks absolutely amazing from the back. Yeah, it looks very cool. Only thing about this film is I'm let down with is the Silver Surfer being a lady. I've got nothing against women whatsoever, but Silver Surfer is not a lady. She is from that certain character, come from one comic, and I've got it next to me here on the table. Let's have a look. Let's dig it out. And it's from Earth X comic series. And everybody goes on about, oh, she was a woman in the comic. It's an alternative timeline. There's the comic. And she appears on the front cover. And she appears on one panel on the inside. And that is it. That's all she's in. So, Silver Surfer is not a woman. It's a man. It's Norrin Radd. So, that bit, that's the only bit I'm pissed off with for this film. So, as a proper Marvel film. So, if they'd done him as Norrin Radd, it would have been pretty much perfect, this film. I think Jack and Stan would have absolutely loved this. And there they all standing there. And if you listen to the soundtrack on this, it's amazing. It's done really well. It's Fantastic Four. It's not a dark film. It's a family-based superhero team. So it's kind of for kids and stuff. So too many superhero films go too dark. So this is good. That hopefully they've kept it quite light. So there we go. Fantastic Four trailer. It's a teaser trailer. The main trailer's out later on, and the film's out in July. As a comic fan, I have stopped going to see most Marvel films now because they have become absolute rubbish, and that's me trying not to swear. I went to see Deadpool Wolverine. That was brilliant, but I'm a old school, hardened, get it right fan, and I wasn't going to go and see this because I thought it looked terrible, but for me it looks brilliant, this film. Hopefully no crap will come into it, and I think I can let it off with Silver Surfer being a lady, but I don't usually give my money to Marvel at the moment. But yeah, they've done a really good job on this, so there's a Fantastic Four first steps, and what I've heard, they cross over into the Ultimate Universe. So that's it. Bit of a different video, but I enjoy watching reviewing trailers and talking about the history of it. So I hope you like this, and hopefully Marvel can sort themselves out and start putting some decent films and TV series out again. So, and then they might get more of a fan base back, and us old school fans can give us their money, us their money to them, which they want at the end of the day. They want us to spend our money. So yeah, if you want to do a good job, Marvel, make sure you do it properly. So that's it. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.